Good morning, Market America. This is Jeremy Franema, Director of Internet Services and Training, coming to you with my second edition of my video podcast. So last week we talked about maCapital Resources, and as you can see here today, we're going to talk about maCapital Resources again. The topic that I wanted to talk about this week was sort of what makes Market America special. We have a lot of individuals that are migrating over from other companies to Market America, and so I wanted to talk a little bit about how maCapital Resources fits into the overall picture of really what makes Market America special. So to understand from a fundamentals level what Market America is, we're an internet marketing and product brokerage company. Now that second term is really important because it really helps you understand what Market America is and how powerful it is. See, as a product brokerage company, we don't actually go out and manufacture the products and services that we sell. What we do instead is we go out and we find manufacturers who have cutting-edge products and services, and then we set up an exclusive arrangement with them in many cases to be able to be their distribution channel for those products and services. Think about a company like Walmart, for instance, right? Walmart doesn't actually manufacture any of the products that are on their shelves. What do? They go out and they set up relationships with manufacturers. They beat them down on the price, right, so that the price is as low as possible, and then they act as the distribution channel to be able to bring those products to market. So they are the distribution channel for that manufacturer to be able to get those products and services to market. So it comes out of the manufacturer's facility, goes through trucks and distribution centers and what have you, and ends up at your local Walmart. We work in a very similar fashion, but without all of the overhead and without all of the expenses and without all of the extra rigmarole that you have with a traditional brick and mortar type company. So where Walmart has trucks and distribution centers and labor costs and overhead and shelves and advertising and all these things that a traditional business has that cost them money, Market America doesn't have any of those traditional costs by and large, because we act as the sole middleman between the manufacturer and the end consumer. It puts us in a very powerful position, because what we can do is we can go out and find high quality products and services and bring those high quality products and services to market, typically below market price, or at least at the very same level as a lower quality product that you would find on the market. So the wholesale on our products is typically what you would expect a wholesale to be, and the retail on our products is typically the retail that you would see for the similar quality product or service or better in the marketplace. So it positions us well in terms of what we can do to bring high quality products and services to the marketplace. The benefit is that all of that money that generally gets tied up in the distribution channel, we then apply to paying our sales force. And our sales force is our unfranchised owner base. So as an unfranchised owner with Market America, you're in a position to be able to make a lion's share of the money because of our unique distribution system. It's very, very powerful. The other side of being a product brokerage is that we can go out and we can identify market trends and be on top of those market trends typically much faster than most traditional companies. So what we can do is we can go find what customers are looking for, go find the types of products and services that customers want to buy, and then set up those relationships to be able to provide that product or service to the end consumer, and do it a lot faster than most traditional businesses. So we're leading the marketplace in many, many cases. Well, that's what we did with maCapital Resources. We identified a trend: people wanting to get out of debt, right? People drowning in their debt. How many people do you know right now that are drowning in their debt, that are upside down on their mortgage, that can't pay their bills, that have crazy amounts of credit card debt where they're just able to make basically the minimum payment every month, and that's about it. They're literally barely paying just the interest on the money that they have out there. How many people do you know that are in that kind of situation? Well, there's a lot of them. And if you watch the news, you watch other things out there, you'll see that that's the case. Well, we could see this happening. And what we did was we found a company with a phenomenal product and set up a relationship with them. And as that relationship started to evolve, what happened was they realized that they were much better at developing a product than they were at direct selling that product themselves. And so recently they made the decision to shut down their direct sales arm, which is phenomenal for us, because we're helping migrate those agents over into Market America so that they can see how powerful it is to be in the position of being a product broker rather than working directly for the manufacturer. And so, as is the case with all our products and services, if something is underperforming, because we're not the manufacturer, we can always go out and find either a different product or service or a new supplier to be able to provide that product and service to the end consumer. So it always puts us in a strong position to lead the trend in the marketplace, to be at the forefront of what's happening so that we're able to capitalize on the excitement, on the energy, on the interest that's happening in the marketplace a lot faster than anybody else can. And that's very powerful for Market America. The other thing that's incredibly powerful about Market America is that we're not tied to a single product. See, there's a lot of companies out there right now that have a single product line, or they have a very narrow focus on their products and services. And I know that they try and sell that as a positive, there's not too many things to get you all confused and stuff like that. But in reality, I think you'd agree with me that having a wider variety of things to offer to your customer base is probably a stronger proposition to come from than having a smaller variety of things to provide to your customer base. And if you question that, let me give you an analogy. If you walked into a store, say a department store, and you walked in there and they had one dress of one color and one print on the rack, and they just had it in 3 sizes. And then you'd go to the men's department, they had one shirt, and again, a couple of different sizes, but it all looked exactly the same. The one pair of shoes in a couple of different sizes. Is that the kind of place that you're going to want to spend your money? Most likely the answer is no. So that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the variety of products and services that Market America has to offer. That's the power of what we have in the Market America franchise system. So that's my podcast for this week, and thanks for listening, and have a great day.